I watched a video last week, millions of views, very popular, and the guy explained exactly why I can't speak English after 10 years of studying. I understood everything he said. I agreed with all of it. I left a like. I closed the laptop. Then I went to find my colleague. She asked me something completely normal, not difficult, not scary, just a normal work question. And I froze. Completely, like I had never studied a single day in my life.
Immediately after
watching the video that explained my exact problem.
Sarah,
Don't.
I'm not saying anything.
I can hear you smiling.
I'm not smiling, I'm processing.
You're smiling.
I am smiling because that is the most painfully human thing I have ever heard in my life.
Thank you. I feel very seen and very attacked.
Welcome everyone, I'm Adam.
And I'm Sarah. This is Between Us from English Tempo, the English podcast where we say the things you're thinking, but nobody else will say out loud.
Today's episode came directly from Sarah's week.
My terrible, humiliating, extremely educational week.
Her words, not mine.
Fully mine. And I think a lot of you are going to hear yourselves in this conversation because what happened to me is not just a me problem. I think it is an everyone problem, and most people are not talking about it honestly.
Okay, walk me through it. What was the video?
It was one of those confident, well-produced videos about why people who understand English still can't speak it. You know the type. Clean background, good lighting, very calm person explaining your entire life in 8 minutes.
Dangerous.
Very dangerous. And the guy used the gym analogy.
The gym analogy?
Yes. He said, imagine you go to the gym 4 times a week, but you only train your arms, never your legs. After a few months, strong arms, weak legs.
Okay.
Same with English. If you only listen and read, but you never speak, your speaking muscle stays weak. So the solution is obvious.
Just speak more.
Just speak more.
And in theory?
In theory, beautiful, perfect, logical. I was sitting there nodding like, yes, of course, this makes complete sense. Why haven't I been doing this? Then I closed the laptop, walked into a real conversation, and every word I have ever learned in English disappeared from my brain at the same time.
All of it? Gone.
Gone, like someone pulled a plug. 1 second, 10 years of English. Next second, static.
What did you say?
I said yes.
You said yes.
To a question that I don't think was a yes or no question.
Sarah.
I know. And the worst part is, an hour later, sitting alone at my desk, I replayed the whole conversation in my head. Every word I wanted to say was there. Clear, correct, ready. 60 minutes too late.
So the words came back when nobody was watching.
They always do.
Okay, so here is the real question. Not, why can't you speak English? That video already exists. Millions of people watched it. The real question is, you knew the answer, you understood it completely, and it still didn't help. Why?
That is exactly what I asked myself while walking back to my desk. I have known the theory for years. Speak more, practice more, get comfortable being uncomfortable, make mistakes, don't be afraid. I have heard all of it. I have told it to myself 100 times, and every single time a real moment arrives, real person, real stakes, no script, the theory disappears.
Because knowing something and doing it under pressure are not the same skill.
Say that again, slowly.
Knowing something, really understanding it, being able to explain it, being able to nod along to a video about it, and being able to actually do it in a real-time conversation are completely different skills.
So when I'm alone watching a video, I'm relaxed, my brain is open, everything makes sense.
Exactly.
But the moment I'm in a real conversation, something changes before my brain even catches up. My heart goes faster, my thoughts speed up, and suddenly, instead of thinking about what I want to say, I'm thinking about 15 other things at the same time.
Like what?
Like Am I using the right tense? Is my pronunciation okay? What if I say the wrong word? What if she thinks my English is bad? What am I going to say after this sentence? What if there's a long silence?
And while all of that is happening,
The actual conversation is continuing without me.
your brain is doing 6 things at once, and none of them is speaking English.
None of them. My brain completely abandoned the English project and started managing what it decided was an emergency.
Because to your brain, in that moment, it feels like an emergency.
Which sounds ridiculous.
It is not ridiculous. Your brain senses the possibility of embarrassment, judgment, or failure, and it reacts. It tries to protect you
From a normal work conversation.
from the feeling of humiliation, and that feeling can be genuinely painful.
That is the first time I have not felt stupid about freezing.
Good, because you're not stupid. You're human.
I needed to hear that.
I think a lot of people listening needed to hear it too.
Okay, can we try something here? Because I want our listeners to have something they can actually use, not just "you're human, that's fine." Something practical.
Let's do it.
So, when you freeze in English, instead of running away from the conversation, you need a sentence that buys you time.
A sentence that gives your brain 2 seconds.
Exactly. The first one is, "That's a good question, let me think for a second."
That's a good question. Let me think for a second.
Say it out loud with us. "That's a good question, let me think for a second."
This sounds confident. It does not sound weak. Native speakers say this all the time.
The second sentence is, "Sorry, can you say that again? I want to make sure I understand."
Sorry, can you say that again? I want to make sure I understand.
This one is powerful because you're not saying, "I don't understand." You're saying, "I want to understand correctly." That feels different.
Much better.
And the third one is my personal favorite. "Actually, let me try that again."
Actually, let me try that again.
Use this when you say something and immediately feel like it came out wrong. You do not need to disappear. You do not need to panic. You just say, "Actually, let me try that again."
That sentence gives you permission to stay.
And that is the whole point. You do not have to get it right the first time. You just have to stay in the conversation.
Can I tell you something embarrassing?
Please, it is my turn to smile.
I was once trying to ask for directions. That's it, the most basic human interaction, asking where something is.
Very advanced, very dangerous.
Exactly, and I had actually prepared the sentence because I knew I might need it.
You prepared asking for directions?
Word for word, in my head, ready.
And?
And when the moment came, the sentence disappeared completely. I stood there looking at this very patient person, and I pointed.
You pointed?
Like a person who had never encountered language before in his life. Just, "That way, please. Thank you."
Did it work?
Perfectly. They pointed back. I found the place.
So the lesson is when all else fails, point.
Pointing is genuinely underrated as a communication strategy. No grammar required, 0 tenses, universally understood.
English tempo, teaching real communication.
We'll do a full episode on nonverbal communication.
Please don't.
Okay, back to something serious, because I think this is the part people need most.
Go on.
You said earlier that the theory disappears the moment a real situation arrives, and I think the reason is something most English advice completely skips over.
What?
The gap between understanding something and being ready to use it under pressure.
The gap.
You know, every video, every lesson, every gym analogy, they jump from "here is the problem" to "here is the solution," as if understanding the problem means you are ready to solve it.
But it doesn't.
No. For most learners, there are many steps in between, and those steps are the part nobody talks about.
What does that middle look like?
It looks like knowing exactly what to do and still not being able to do it. It looks like replaying conversations 1 hour later with all the words that did not come. It looks like preparing exit strategies before the conversation even starts.
I do that.
You prepare the exit?
Initially, before I prepare what I actually want to say.
Most learners do.
If I know I might need to speak English, I prepare two things. First, what I want to say. Second, how I can escape if it goes wrong.
The emergency exit.
Exactly. A reason to leave, a short answer, a way to end the conversation quickly.
Like saying yes to a question that was not yes or no.
You are never going to let me forget that.
Never. But the point is, if the exit is ready, your brain will reach for it.
Because it's safer.
Yes, it's easier, it's safer, and nothing in a short advice video tells you that staying in the discomfort is actually the practice.
Not solving it, not fixing it, just staying.
Exactly. Staying in the conversation when your brain is asking you to escape.
That sounds simple and impossible at the same time.
Most important things do.
Can I say something that might sound mean?
This podcast exists for honesty. Go ahead.
I know people whose English is objectively worse than mine. Wrong grammar, wrong tenses, pronunciation that is not perfect. And they just talk. Words come out. They make mistakes. They keep going. The conversation moves forward.
And you?
And I stand next to them, silently creating a grammatically perfect sentence in my head that I will never say.
You know what that tells you?
That they are better at English than me, even though they are worse at English than me.
It tells me your problem has never been English.
Say that again.
Your problem has never been English.
That feels uncomfortable.
You have vocabulary. You have grammar. You understand. You can think in English when you are alone. Your problem is not a lack of English. Your problem is your relationship with being wrong out loud.
Being wrong out loud.
In front of a real person, in real time, with no chance to edit before someone hears it.
That is terrifying.
It is. And those people you described, the ones who speak with mistakes but communicate better, somewhere along the way, they made a decision.
What decision?
That being wrong out loud is less painful than being silent.
Being wrong out loud is less painful than being silent.
Exactly. And that decision is not made once. You make it again and again in real conversations.
So it is not an intellectual decision.
No, a video cannot make that decision for you. A gym analogy cannot make it for you. You make it in the moment, every time you choose to stay.
And the first times are terrible.
Yes, the first times are terrible. Then the next times are slightly less terrible. And slowly, not because your English became perfect, but because you survived being wrong enough times, your brain stops treating every conversation like a threat.
So we are collecting evidence.
Yes, every time you freeze and survive, that is evidence.
Even if I said yes to the wrong question.
Evidence.
Even if I pointed instead of speaking.
Also evidence.
Even if I said, actually, let me try that again.
Strong evidence.
My brain slowly updates its threat assessment. Oh, we survived that. Maybe this is not as dangerous as we thought.
Exactly.
And eventually, the alarm stops going off every time.
Because you didn't learn more English, because you got better at surviving English.
I genuinely think that is the most useful thing anyone has said to me in 10 years.
Better than the gym analogy?
Infinitely better than the gym analogy. Okay, I want to tell you what I am doing differently this week. Not a big resolution, I hate resolutions, just one small, specific thing.
Tell me.
I am going to stop preparing exit strategies.
What does that mean?
Every time I know I might have a conversation in English, I prepare two things: what I'm going to say and how I'm going to escape if it goes wrong.
And this week?
This week, no exits. I stay.
Even when you freeze?
Even when I freeze.
Even when the silence feels long?
Especially when the silence feels long.
Even when you say something wrong?
I use one of the 3 sentences.
Let me think for a second.
Can you say that again? I want to make sure I understand.
Actually, let me try that again.
And I stay in the conversation.
That's brave.
It is terrifying.
Those are sometimes the same thing.
Let's say they are the same thing. It makes me feel better.
Before we finish, I want to ask you something.
Okay.
Gently. Last week, after the freeze, after the yes, after walking away, what did you feel?
Embarrassed, frustrated, tired, but not tired like I needed sleep. A different kind of tired.
What kind?
The tired of trying something for a long time and feeling like you are still at the beginning.
And right now, after this conversation?
Still a little embarrassed, but less alone in it.
That is not small.
No, it sounds small, but it is not. Knowing that the specific terrible thing that happened to you has happened to millions of other people today, right now, it changes something.
It does not fix the freeze.
But it makes the freeze feel less like evidence that you are broken and more like evidence that you are in the middle of something real.
Which you are.
Which we all are. English Tempo family, if you watched a video this week, understood everything, and then froze anyway, you are not broken.
You are in the middle.
The long, uncomfortable, evidence-collecting middle, and we are right here in it with you.
One thing before you go. We want to hear from you, and we have a specific question this time.
Tell us the last time you froze in English, and tell us what you actually wanted to say.
Write it in the comments, in English, right now.
That counts as staying in the conversation.
We read every single one.
Stay in it, especially when it's hard.
Especially then. We'll see you next time.
Bye, everyone.
Bye.